Hey there, and welcome back to 7-Minute Books. I'm Sam, and today we're diving into Dambisa Moyo's Edge of Chaos. Sophie, I have to ask, what made you pick this one up?
Oh, I'm so glad we're talking about this. I think because we're living through so much chaos right now between pandemics and wars and economic shocks, and this book feels like it explains why all of that keeps happening. Moyo says we've been looking at the world all wrong.
Right, and her big idea is that we treat the world like it's a giant clock. You know, if we just understand the gears and the springs, we can predict exactly what's going to happen. But she says it's actually a complex adaptive system, more like a rainforest or your immune system.
Exactly. And that's why our institutions keep failing. We build them on this false assumption of linearity, that cause and effect are proportional, and that stability is the natural state. But that just makes them brittle.
Brittle is the perfect word for it. She uses the 2008 financial crisis as the prime example. The system was incredibly complex and interconnected, but it was actually rigid. When the housing market collapsed, the whole thing shattered instead of bending.
And that complexity that should have helped it adapt actually amplified the crisis. It turned a local problem into a global catastrophe. So, what are the root causes she points to? I love that part.
Well, first is short-term thinking. Politicians have a 4-year election cycle, so they focus on immediate wins and kick the hard problems down the road. And businesses are obsessed with quarterly earnings, so they buy back stock instead of investing in the future.
That creates a system that looks stable on the surface, but is hollowed out inside. And then there's groupthink. Everyone in these institutions went to the same schools and read the same textbooks, so when a crisis hits, they all offer the same solutions.
There's no devil's advocate. No one to say, wait, maybe we're all wrong about this. And that homogeneity makes the whole thing fragile.
And third is the sheer speed and scale of everything now. Technology has connected us so tightly that a rumor in a chat room can trigger a bank run. A virus can shut down the entire global economy. Shocks just travel faster and further than ever.
So what's her fix? She doesn't just say, let's make things more efficient. She says we need to build resilience, which means having slack in the system. Redundancy is a big one.
Yeah, we've stripped out all the spare capacity in the name of efficiency. Just-in-time supply chains, no excess inventory, tight budgets. That's great when things are going well, but it's catastrophic when something unexpected happens.
So she wants us to keep strategic stockpiles, have backup power grids, and make sure critical industries have multiple independent suppliers. It's the opposite of efficiency, but it's the price of survival.
And modularity. A resilient system isn't one giant web. It's like a ship with watertight compartments. If one floods, the ship stays afloat. So we need to break up the too-big-to-fail banks and create fire breaks.
Right, and decentralization. Push power and decision-making as far down as possible. Local communities have better information and can react faster than some distant central authority. That's the principle of subsidiarity.
And finally, experimentation. You can't predict the future in a complex system, so you have to try things, see what works, and be willing to fail fast. Governments and corporations need to become learning organizations.
Instead of rigid 5-year plans, we need small-scale pilots and rapid iteration. That's so counter to how we usually think about policy.
And she also takes a hard look at debt and inequality. All that easy money has created a mountain of debt that acts like a rigid skeleton. It leaves no room to maneuver when a crisis hits. And inequality erodes trust and social fabric, which makes everything more fragile.
So the solution isn't a left or right thing. It's about applying the principles of complex systems. We have to ask different questions. Not how do we maximize growth, but how do we build resilience?
This book really makes you see the world differently. I mean, the part that got me was when she talked about the post-Cold War order. It was rigid, built on a single superpower, and now it's crumbling. We can't just try to put that broken clock back together.
We need to build a new, more resilient international system. Embrace a multipolar world, strengthen regional institutions, build overlapping alliances. It's a whole different way of thinking about geopolitics.
And it's not a doom and gloom book. She's saying we have a choice. We can cling to the illusion of control, or we can embrace reality and learn to live on the edge of chaos.
I love that phrase. The edge of chaos isn't a safe place, but it's the only place where creativity and innovation can flourish. The goal isn't to avoid the edge, it's to learn to dance on it.
Speaking of which, if you want to explore more ideas like this, the whole library is over at 7minutebooks.com/app. There are over 6,000 fiction and nonfiction titles you can read or listen to in any language, and it starts at just $2.99 a month, $9.99 a year, or $19.99 for lifetime access.
The edge of chaos is where life thrives. So maybe we should all learn to dance a little. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.